Hey guys, Crown Jewel 602 coming to you guys today with a new series. I was thinking last night I have quite a few new subscribers, and there's some, I guess because I'm, so far along now that I don't realize that some people watch my channel and don't really realize the things that I'm talking about, like, some of the terms that I use. So it got me to thinking about a back to the basics sort of video series, just about the basic things that a beginner should know, because like when I first started out watching YouTube, I didn't know half of the products that they were talking about, half of the tools, or just some of the terminology. So I'm going to be doing probably about a 4-part series with products, some basic products that everyone uses, the steps that are needed to, like, maybe say put on foundation, and maybe just the basic eyeshadows and eyeshadow terms. And so in this video we're going to do just terminology, just strictly the things that you hear on YouTube videos and you may not know exactly what they're talking about. So we'll just start right off with okay, so whenever someone is speaking about the eyelid, obviously this is super easy, but I'm just going to start out really basic. When they say they're going to put something in the lid, they mean this area here up into, which is the next term, crease. The crease can be anywhere from right here to about right there. And when they say a highlight, as far as eyeshadow highlight, they mean right underneath the brow, and it's usually a light color. Obviously inner corner and outer corner are also some of the terms that are used there. Now when someone says waterline, they mean the table of the eye when you pull it out and you put your eyeliner there. When they say lash line, they just mean smudging it into your lash area or across here. And when they say tight line, it means when you pull up your eye and you line the upper lash line. At least that's what it means to me. So obviously you guys probably know terms like mascara, which is the product goes on your eyelashes and things like that. Now when we talk about blush, we are talking about the coloring that goes obviously right here on the usually they say the apples of the cheeks, but it's usually apples of the cheeks and extended out. And when they say highlight, what we mean is the top part. So if you think about your blush being where these two fingers are, your highlight's going to go right there, and it's just basically where the light catches you. And when we speak of contour, we're talking about the areas of your face that if you were like a skeleton, that would be naturally sunken in. So and also temples you contour, down the sides of the nose, into the brow, just anywhere where there's going to be a natural shadow. You also contour under here to get rid of this extra little bit of skin here. And also when highlighting goes the same way. You highlight across where light falls, all in through here. You would highlight here, obviously here, and I believe there's somewhere here, but I'm not a professional. So the next terms that when we use, obviously when we say lipstick, it's going to be in a tube like this. It's going to look just like this. When we speak of lip gloss, it can come in, tubes like this. It's obviously glossy. It's usually really shiny, a little tacky. And when we speak of lip liner, it looks just like an eyeliner, but you just basically line. You can either line the outside of your lips, it's just a lip pencil, or you can line, the inside, however, whichever technique you're deciding to use then. When we say something is matte, so we're like, oh yeah, it's a matte eyeshadow or it's a matte blush, we mean that it has no shimmer and it's just pretty much just the color. So it's going to look like that. When we say shimmer, it's going to have some sort of sheen or glitter in it, and it's going to look like that. So there's the difference between a matte and a shimmer. So you're not catching any light really off of the matte. And the same goes for eyeshadow as well. Foundation obviously is the cream that goes on your face that obviously matches your skin tone, and powders are what you use to maybe set your foundation so that it lasts throughout the day, or so you don't get a sheen. They can look like that. I have this one. It's not my color. I got it in a Birchbox, and I don't use powder or foundation. I use tinted moisturizer, which is something else you can put on your face, and concealer. And concealer, you can come in any sort of packaging, tube packaging, flat packaging. There is a concealer here that comes with a highlight. And you can conceal blemishes, like how I have a dark spot here. I can conceal that. Conceal anything on my face that maybe I don't want to show. Hyperpigmentation. Or you know, usually you hear about concealer underneath the eye to get rid of any dark circles, bags, bruising, you know, anything like that. So also there is a difference between a cream shadow. This is a cream eyeshadow because obviously it's creamy, it's on my finger like that, and an eyeshadow which looks we'll pull this out. This is eyeshadow, cream shadows here, and a pigment. When someone speaks about a pigment, it is usually some sort of loose eyeshadow. It's basically eyeshadow that isn't pressed into a pan like this. So a pigment can usually come in jars like this. I bought these jars myself and put those in there. Yeah, so, and you can make your pigments into eyeshadows. That is something that you can look up to do. I don't do that. And also glitter might come in like a pigment container like this, which is a totally different ball game. So I think that I covered most of the basics as far as terminology, so you can get a good idea about some of the verbiage that's used in tutorials, some of the things that we're talking about. If we get so far caught up in video after video that we forget that someone might just not know anything and just be watching for the first time. So I hope this video is helpful. If there's anything that I left out, or there are things that you would like me to go more in depth about, questions or anything, or comments about this video, or you can video response me some of your videos that are like this, feel free. I guess that's all I have for you guys today, so until next time, stay beautiful. Peace, YouTube.